Hey fam, thanks a bunch for swinging by. Look, if you end up liking what you hear, could you do me a solid and just smash that like button? Today's tale? Oh boy, it's a doozy. The kind that'll make you question every shadow in your room. Ready to dive deep into the creepy? Let's get this show on the road. In the misty town of Ravensbrook, Detective James "Jim" Harlow's footsteps echoed on ancient cobblestones. The fog, thick and alive, seemed to whisper tales of the abandoned Blackwood Manor. To the locals, it wasn't just a building, it was an entity, ever hungry. Evelyn Blackwood, standing before the manor's gates, felt the weight of her lineage. The wind whispered a childhood lullaby, a song from a mother long gone. Trees leaned in, as if expecting her. Jim's first night was restless. The inn's creaks and the wind's howls were one thing, but the memories of an unsolved case, a faceless child, kept him awake. Evelyn, meanwhile, was haunted by visions of the missing, their pleas echoing in her dreams. Their fates intertwined at the library, Jim, engrossed in old clippings, and Evelyn, sketching the manor. A shared glance and an unspoken bond was formed. Approaching the looming manor, the air turned icy. Inside, the Blackwood legacy was everywhere. Portraits with watchful eyes, a cobwebbed chandelier casting ghostly lights, and the unmistakable scent of old blood. The library beckoned them, its ritual circle faintly aglow. The manor's intent was clear: they wouldn't leave without paying a price. As the night deepened, the boundary between life and death wavered. Evelyn's visions intensified, while Jim's logic battled the shifting, trapping corridors. The manor's hunger grew, and as dawn neared, the spirits of Blackwood ancestors emerged, their motives shrouded in mystery. In the dimly lit library, Jim's attention was captured by an old photograph. The woman pictured bore an uncanny resemblance to Evelyn, yet it was dated 1892. Evelyn's gasp broke the silence. The pendant around the woman's neck was identical to hers, a family heirloom linked to tales of a vanished ancestor. The atmosphere grew tense, with distant clock ticks amplifying the unease. Evelyn's memories of family curses and dark pacts resurfaced. Jim, meanwhile, discovered a frantic journal entry ending with, "The manor demands. And I must answer its call." Drawn to an ornate mirror, Evelyn saw not their reflection but a ballroom from another era. The woman from the photograph danced in terror at its center. The manor's maze-like structure seemed to warp time itself, blurring past and present. Jim, despite his skepticism, couldn't deny the manor's living essence. It yearned for something tied to Evelyn. The pendant she wore pulsed, its rhythm echoing the manor's heartbeat. As they sought an exit, the manor's tricks intensified. Familiar doors led to unfamiliar places, and windows revealed scenes from bygone eras. The Blackwood spirits lurked, their presence ever looming, awaiting their moment. The manor's walls seemed alive, echoing with memories of grandeur and decay. Jim, with his flashlight, attempted to navigate the ever-changing corridors, but the manor resisted, leading them in endless loops. Shadows played tricks on his eyes, hinting at lurking figures just beyond his sight. Evelyn, however, felt an unsettling familiarity. Whispers from her childhood beckoned her deeper into the manor's embrace. Memories of playful shadows and whispered secrets surged back. In a room they discovered, a grand piano called to Evelyn. As she played a haunting tune from her past, the manor seemed to hum in response. Jim, piecing together clues, realized they were entangled in a ritual for immortality, with Evelyn as its linchpin. The atmosphere grew tense. Every note, every revelation, drew them closer to the manor's heart, the library, a trove of ancient knowledge. But grotesque spirits of the Blackwood lineage roamed, their goal clear: to achieve eternal life through the ritual. Evelyn's pendant glowed intensely, resonating with the manor's energy. As Jim sought an escape, the manor's tricks intensified, with doors leading to more corridors and windows revealing different eras. The chase reached its climax. The manor's shifting walls sought to ensnare them, and the boundary between then and now wavered. As dawn neared, they realized the Blackwood spirits were closing in, poised to strike. Under the moon's radiant glow, the manor seemed suspended in time, its walls murmuring tales of anguish. Evelyn, irresistibly drawn to the library's glowing ritual circle, was flooded with memories of ancient chants and a botched sacrifice. The weight of her lineage's transgressions bore down on her. She was the ritual's linchpin. As Jim raced to her, the manor's defenses activated. Doors sealed, darkness enveloped the windows, and the cold intensified. The whispers crescendoed, demanding the ritual's completion. The grotesque spirits of the Blackwood line descended upon the library, their thirst for eternal life evident. Evelyn, battling her legacy and her feelings for Jim, felt the pendant's searing pulse. Its call, coupled with the overpowering voices, threatened to consume her. Jim, driven by his growing affection for Evelyn, sought an escape. Yet, the manor's deceptive maze continually led him back to the ritual's epicenter. The atmosphere was electric, the encroaching spirit's malevolent intent palpable. Determined, Evelyn chose to confront the ritual, with Jim steadfastly beside her. The manor reacted, its structure morphing, its energy surging. As spirits swarmed the library, the boundary between life and death wavered. Their confrontation with the manor's dark history reached its zenith. With the ritual underway, they faced not only the Blackwood spirits but also the manor's intricate web of memories and secrets. The library of Blackwood Manor, with its towering shelves and age-old secrets, was bathed in the eerie glow of the moon. Evelyn, her raven-black hair reflecting the dim light, approached the pulsating ritual circle. With each step, memories of whispered family tales and dark legacies flooded her mind. Clutching an ancient tome, she began to chant, her voice echoing with a mix of hope and fear. Jim, standing a few steps behind, felt the weight of the room's tension. His past failures, the faces he couldn't save, haunted him. The chilling cries of the trapped souls grew louder, their desperation palpable. As Evelyn's chants intensified, the malevolent spirits of the Blackwood ancestors emerged, their twisted forms circling, hungry for a conclusion. The climax of the ritual was near. The room trembled, and a blinding light burst from the circle, pushing back the encroaching spirits. As the dust settled, Evelyn lay on the floor, the aftermath of the ritual evident in her exhausted form. The aftermath of the ritual left Blackwood Manor in an unsettling silence. Its once grand halls now felt oppressive, echoing with the weight of its dark past. Supporting a weakened Evelyn, Jim navigated the shadowy corridors, each step heavy with anticipation. Memories of her family's sins weighed on Evelyn, the guilt almost tangible. Jim, haunted by his own past, felt a connection to the manor's oppressive energy. As they neared the exit, a chilling wind blew, extinguishing the dim light and filling the air with haunting melodies from Evelyn's childhood. The massive entrance door creaked open, revealing the moonlit ruins outside. But before they could leave, Evelyn, realizing the depth of her family's transgressions, chose to be the final sacrifice. As she whispered her final words, the manor began to crumble, burying its dark secrets forever. Jim, heartbroken, watched the manor's demise, the weight of their ordeal forever etched in his memory. A year since the manor's fall, Ravensbrook remained shrouded in its haunting legacy. The ruins, overgrown and silent, stood as a grim reminder. Clara, a young photographer drawn by tales of the haunted manor, ventured to capture its essence. As she approached, a cold draft sent shivers down her spine, and faint whispers hinted at lingering spirits. Setting up her camera, the setting sun cast an eerie glow over the ruins. Suddenly, an ethereal figure with raven-black hair appeared, Evelyn. Her sorrowful gaze met Clara's, whispering a warning before fading away. Reviewing her photos later, Clara's shot of the ruins revealed Evelyn's faint apparition, forever guarding the manor's secrets. The photo became a sensation, but Clara, changed by the encounter, chose to respect Evelyn's wishes, leaving the manor's mysteries undisturbed.
Survive the tale and crave more. Your bravery deserves applause. Dare to dive deeper. Haunt that like, share, and subscribe. Whispers in the dark or screams aloud. Share your thoughts. Your voice guides our next ghostly tale.